Welcome to a journey that transcends the ordinary, where Cambodia unfolds in breathtaking 4K clarity. Experience the soul of a kingdom, where ancient wonders meet vibrant modern life. From the majestic temples of Angkor to the floating villages of Tonle Sap. Cambodia reveals a story carved in stone and carried on the winds of time. Say goodbye to clichés as we dive deep into the heart of the Khmer spirit. Exploring timeless traditions, flavorful cuisine, and communities that radiate resilience and warmth. Feel the energy of bustling markets, the serenity of rice paddies at sunrise, and the sacred chants echoing through jungle temples. This is Cambodia, a land where every smile tells a story and every step uncovers beauty waiting to be discovered. Join us as we unveil the hidden gems and awe-inspiring landscapes that make this country unlike any other. Get ready to see the soul of Cambodia in ways you've never imagined. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more unforgettable adventures. Let's begin the journey with me. Number 1. Angkor Wat Temple. Angkor Wat, the crown jewel of Cambodia and the largest religious monument on Earth, stands as a breathtaking testament to the power, vision, and artistry of the Khmer Empire. Originally built in the early 12th century by King Suryavarman II as a Hindu temple dedicated to Vishnu, Angkor Wat later transformed into a sacred Buddhist site, a reflection of Cambodia's evolving spiritual landscape. Today, it remains a living temple, a place of daily worship, and a source of national pride that appears on the Cambodian flag itself. Stretching across more than 160 hectares, Angkor Wat is a masterpiece of symmetry, geometry, and symbolism. Its 5 lotus-shaped towers soar above the forest canopy, symbolizing the peaks of Mount Meru, the mythical center of the universe in Hindu cosmology. Surrounding the temple is an enormous moat, over 190 meters wide, which represents the oceans that encircle Mount Meru. Crossing the sandstone causeway into the complex feels like stepping across a boundary, leaving the material world behind to enter a realm of divine inspiration. Inside, the temple walls are adorned with over 800 meters of exquisitely carved bas-reliefs that depict ancient battles, celestial dances, apsaras, and epic scenes from the Ramayana and Mahabharata. Every carving tells a story, every gallery a journey through time and mythology. At sunrise, when the towers of Angkor Wat silhouette against a pink and gold sky, the temple becomes almost otherworldly, a moment of stillness and awe that draws pilgrims, travelers, and photographers from all corners of the globe. Despite centuries of war, weather, and jungle encroachment, Angkor Wat has endured, not just as stone and structure, but as a symbol of resilience, devotion, and cultural identity. It is the heart of ancient Angkor and the soul of modern Cambodia. More than a monument, Angkor Wat is a sacred living legacy, where the past breathes through intricate stonework and where every sunrise offers a new chapter in its timeless story. Number 2. Koh Rong Island. Koh Rong, Cambodia's second largest island, is situated off the coast of Sihanoukville in the Gulf of Thailand. This tropical paradise is renowned for its white sand beaches, turquoise waters, and untouched jungle interior. Once a quiet outpost with only fishing villages and dirt paths, Koh Rong has transformed into a popular destination for travelers seeking both relaxation and adventure. Despite its growing popularity, much of the island still feels wild and wonderfully remote. The shoreline of Koh Rong stretches over 43 kilometers and features more than 20 beaches, each with its own unique charm. Soksan Beach is known for its long, powdery sands and clear blue waters, making it ideal for swimming. In contrast, Lonely Beach, located at the northern tip of the island, offers tranquility and starlit nights away from the crowds. The island's crystalline waters are teeming with vibrant marine life, making it a haven for snorkeling and diving. Coral gardens, sea turtles, and schools of tropical fish can be found just offshore. After dark, the ocean comes alive with bioluminescent plankton, creating a magical scene where every splash sparkles under the stars. Inland, Koh Rong is covered in tropical rainforest, home to native birds and butterflies that flit along sun-dappled paths. Hidden waterfalls and rustic trails invite adventurers to explore beyond the beach and delve into the lush interior. While parts of the island have developed to accommodate resorts, hostels and beach bars for a wide range of visitors, other areas remain protected. The southern region of Koh Rong is designated as a marine conservation zone, with ongoing efforts to preserve coral reefs and promote sustainable tourism. Koh Rong is accessible by ferry from Sihanoukville and is divided between the more developed Koh Touch village and quieter spots like Longset Beach and Coconut Beach, where the pace of life slows and nature takes center stage. More than just a postcard-perfect island, Koh Rong is a place where the modern world feels distant, and time is measured not by the clock, but by the tide. Number 3. Phnom Penh. Phnom Penh, the vibrant capital of Cambodia, sits at the confluence of the Mekong, Tonle Sap, and Basak rivers, a city where tradition and modernity collide in a rich, sometimes chaotic, always captivating rhythm. Once known as the Pearl of Asia during the French colonial era, Phnom Penh has reclaimed its place as the cultural, economic, and political heart of the country. The skyline is rising with new buildings and shimmering lights, yet the soul of the city remains deeply rooted in history, resilience, and Khmer identity. At its heart stands the Royal Palace, a glittering symbol of Cambodia's monarchy. Within its golden spires lies the Silver Pagoda, named for its floor inlaid with over 5,000 silver tiles, housing sacred Buddha statues and national treasures. Just a short walk away, Wat Phnom, the city's namesake hilltop temple, offers quiet refuge amid the bustle, a peaceful shrine surrounded by leafy trees and curious monkeys, said to mark the founding of the city in the 14th century. The city's pulse quickens along the lively riverside promenade, where locals gather at sunset, street food stalls sizzle, and colonial facades line the waterfront. Cafes, rooftop bars, and galleries spill into neighborhoods like Bayon Temple, BKK, and Russian Market, blending urban energy with cosmopolitan flair. Phnom Penh is a city of contrasts, where saffron-robed monks walk beside businessmen, where tuk-tuks weave through traffic beside luxury cars, and where incense smoke curls into the air just beyond gleaming glass towers. More than just Cambodia's capital, Phnom Penh is a city of memory and momentum, a living narrative of pain, perseverance, and possibility. It doesn't whisper its story, it pulses with it, vibrant and unafraid. Number 4. Bayon Temple. Rising from the heart of Angkor Thom, like a stone dream, Bayon Temple is one of Cambodia's most enigmatic and iconic monuments, a masterpiece of spiritual symbolism and architectural audacity. Built in the late 12th to early 13th century by King Jayavarman VII, Bayon marked a radical shift in Khmer temple design. Unlike the earlier Hindu temples of Angkor, Bayon was a Mahayana Buddhist sanctuary, reflecting the king's devotion to the Buddha and his desire to unify the kingdom through religion. What sets Bayon apart are its 54 towering stone faces, serene, smiling, and slightly mysterious, carved into 37 standing towers. Each face gazes outward with half-closed eyes and a knowing smile, said to represent either the Bodhisattva, Avalokiteshvara, or the king himself in divine form. Their calm expressions exude a quiet power, watching over the ancient city like silent guardians. The temple's layout is dense and labyrinthine, echoing the complexity of Jayavarman VII's vision. Narrow passageways and steep stairways lead to hidden sanctuaries and upper terraces, where the jungle peeks through weathered stone. Equally remarkable are the bas-reliefs that wrap around the outer galleries. These detailed carvings depict both mythological scenes and everyday life, naval battles, market vendors, games, and ceremonies, offering a vivid snapshot of Khmer society at its height. Unlike the distant grandeur of Angkor Wat, Bayon feels intimate, human, and deeply alive. Located at the very center of Angkor Thom, the last and greatest capital of the Khmer Empire. Bayon was designed as the spiritual and geographic heart of the city, symbolizing the center of the universe in Buddhist cosmology. Although time and war have worn away much of its detail, Bayon's haunting beauty remains. Restored in part by careful conservation efforts, the temple still evokes wonder in every visitor who meets the gaze of its stone faces. Bayon is more than a temple. It is a riddle in stone, a place where divine vision and human artistry merge, and where the silent smiles of history still speak across the centuries. Number 5. Tonle Sap Lake. At the heart of Cambodia lies Tonle Sap Lake, Southeast Asia's largest freshwater lake and one of the world's most extraordinary natural phenomena. More than just a body of water, Tonle Sap is a living, breathing ecosystem that dramatically transforms with the seasons. During the rainy season, the Mekong River reverses its flow, causing the lake to swell nearly 5 times its dry season size. This unique flood pulse sustains an astonishing array of biodiversity and nourishes the rice fields and wetlands that are vital to Cambodia's food supply. Tonle Sap is also the lifeblood of over 1 million people who live in floating villages scattered along its shores. Communities like Kampong, Phluk, and Cambodia'S adapt to the rising and falling waters by building homes, schools, and even markets on stilts or floating platforms. Life here follows the rhythms of the lake, from fishing and farming to festivals and traditions passed down through generations. Recognized as a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, Tonle Sap is not only crucial to Cambodia's ecology and economy, but also a place of cultural resilience and natural wonder. Visiting the lake offers a rare glimpse into a way of life shaped entirely by water, peaceful, enduring, and inseparably connected to the pulse of the land. Number 6. Banteay Srei Temple. Often called the Jewel of Khmer art, Banteay Srei is a small but spectacular temple nestled in the countryside north of Angkor. Unlike the grand scale of Angkor Wat, Banteay Srei captivates visitors with its intricate beauty, fine craftsmanship, and delicate pink sandstone carvings that have stood the test of time. Built in the 10th century and dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva, Banteay Srei means Citadel of Women. a name believed to reflect the temple's grace and the elaborate detail of its bas-reliefs, which some say could only have been carved by the hands of women. Every surface, from lintels to doorways, is adorned with ornate depictions of mythological scenes, floral motifs, and guardian figures, making it one of the most finely decorated temples of the Angkorian era. Though smaller in size compared to other temples in the Angkor complex, Banteay Srei's artistry is unmatched. Its harmonious proportions and deep carvings glow warmly in the sunlight, creating a visual poetry that enchants photographers, historians, and travelers alike. Tucked away from the main tourist paths, Banteay Srei offers a peaceful, intimate encounter with Khmer history, a reminder that sometimes the most lasting impressions come in the smallest forms. Number 7. Kulen Mountain. Kulen Mountain, rising in the misty northern reaches of Cambodia's Siem Reap province, is more than just a highland plateau. It is a sacred cradle of Khmer civilization and a sanctuary of natural and spiritual wonder. Blanketed in dense forest and shrouded in myth, this ancient mountain range has played a pivotal role in Cambodian history. It was here, in the 9th century, that King Jayavarman II declared the birth of the Khmer Empire, marking it as the spiritual heartland of a once mighty civilization. The mountain's rocky summit shelters an astonishing collection of archaeological treasures, rivers carved with intricate lingers, ancient temples such as Prasat Koh Rong Island and Prasat Rong Chen, and hidden pagodas tucked into the cliffs. Beneath the forest canopy, monks chant prayers in incense-filled sanctuaries, continuing centuries-old traditions. Flowing through the plateau is the sacred river of 1,000 lingas, whose riverbed is etched with thousands of stone carvings that bless the waters as they cascade toward the plains of Angkor. Perhaps the most beloved sight on Kulen is the mighty Phnom Kulen Waterfall. Surrounded by thick jungle and echoing with birdsong, it offers both locals and visitors a refreshing retreat as well as a place of pilgrimage. Kulen's biodiversity is equally compelling. Its forests are alive with butterflies, rare orchids, and wildlife that once roamed freely across ancient Angkor. Conservation efforts are underway to protect this fragile ecosystem from logging and development. Designated as a national park in 1993, Kulen Mountain now spans over 37,000 hectares, preserving not only its ecological richness, but also its immense cultural legacy. For Cambodians, Kulen is more than just a mountain. It is a living symbol of national identity, spiritual devotion, and ancestral pride. Here, history is carved in stone and whispered through the trees, waiting to be discovered. Number 8. Phnom Kulen Waterfall. Nestled deep within Phnom Kulen National Park, approximately 50 km northeast of Siem Reap, Phnom Kulen Waterfall is both a natural gem and a spiritual heart for Cambodians. This spectacular waterfall is located on a sandstone plateau where King Jayavarman II proclaimed the birth of the Khmer Empire in 802 CE, making its flowing waters part of a history that shaped a civilization. The waterfall consists of two dramatic tiers. The upper section, standing only 4 to 5 meters tall, spans an impressive 20 to 25 meters during the rainy season, creating a gentle curtain of spray that locals enjoy as a natural spa. A short forest trail and staircase lead down to the second tier, where the river cascades 15 to 20 meters into a broad jungle pool surrounded by basalt outcrops and liana-draped trees, an inviting swimming spot on hot Cambodian afternoons. The waterfall is fed by the River of 1,000 Lingars, a riverbed adorned with hundreds of sacred Hindu symbols carved into the sandstone. It is believed that the water carries blessings downstream to Angkor and Tonle Sap. Pilgrims often bottle this crystalline flow to take home for ritual cleansing, intertwining their daily lives with ancient faith. The surrounding forest of Kulen is vibrant with bird calls, fluttering butterflies, and the rustling of macaques. Rare orchids cling to mossy trunks, while conservation teams work tirelessly to protect the plateau's recovering wildlife from logging and uncontrolled tourism. Reaching the waterfall is an adventure in itself. A one-way mountain road, open to uphill traffic only before 11 a.m., weaves through villages and cashew groves before arriving at the park gate, where a separate entry ticket contributes to the preservation of both nature and heritage. Modest food stalls, picnic huts, and changing facilities cluster near the riverbank, but regulations on dress and behavior remind visitors that this sacred landscape should be respected above all else. More than just a stunning cascade, Phnom Kulen Waterfall is a living testament to Khmer identity, where holy water, lush jungle, and ancient memories merge in a symphony of mist and myth. Number 9. To Prohm Temple. Deep within the lush Cambodian jungle near Siem Reap lies To Prohm, a hauntingly beautiful temple that seems frozen in time, where nature and history intertwine in an awe-inspiring dance. Built in the late 12th century by King Jayavarman VII as a Buddhist monastery and university, To Prohm was once a thriving religious center. Today, it is best known for its atmospheric ruins, where massive silk cotton and strangler fig trees grow out of ancient stone walls, their roots snaking over doorways and wrapping around towers. The temple's partially overgrown state offers a powerful sense of mystery and discovery, an experience unlike any other in the Angkor Archaeological Park. Unlike the more restored Angkor Wat or Bayon Temple, To Prohm has been left largely in the condition it was found, preserving the raw magic that captivated early explorers. It is this wild cinematic quality that earned it a place in pop culture, most famously in the movie Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. A walk through Ta Prohm is a journey into the past, where the relentless power of nature reminds visitors that even the greatest empires eventually surrender to time. Number 10. Koh Rong Samloem. Far from the buzz of city life, Koh Rong Samloem is a tropical escape that seems to exist in a world of its own, where time slows, waves whisper to the shore, and nature takes center stage. Located just off the coast of Sihanoukville, this island paradise is the quieter sister of Koh Rong. While its larger neighbor draws partygoers and crowds, Koh Rong Samloem offers a more serene, untouched experience. With powdery white sand beaches, crystal clear turquoise waters, and dense jungle-covered hills, island feels like a hidden gem from a dream postcard. The main beach, Saracen Bay, offers calm waters and a peaceful atmosphere ideal for swimming, kayaking, or simply lounging beneath a palm tree. For those seeking adventure, the island also hides secret coves, coral reefs for snorkeling, and rustic jungle trails leading to quiet viewpoints and lighthouses. Electricity is limited, Wi-Fi is spotty, and the nights are lit by stars. But that's exactly the charm. Whether you're watching bioluminescent plankton shimmer in the dark waters or enjoying fresh seafood at a beachfront bungalow, Koh Rong Samloem invites you to disconnect from the world and reconnect with nature. A true island escape where simplicity is the ultimate luxury. Number 11. Bokor National Park. Rising more than a kilometer above the steamy plains of Kampot, Bokor National Park, formerly Preah Monivong National Park, is a world apart. Its mist-drenched plateau, a cool refuge where jungle, clouds, and crumbling architecture share the same dramatic stage. From its cliffs, you can watch monsoon squalls sweep across the Gulf of Thailand, then vanish in seconds, leaving rainbows arched over the emerald canopy below. Perched high on Bokor Mountain, the Lok Yai Mau Monument is a sacred site and stunning viewpoint overlooking Kampot's coastline. This 29-meter statue honors Lok Yai Mau, a legendary heroine and guardian spirit in Cambodian folklore, known for leading troops against invaders. Set amidst dramatic cliffs, the site offers a serene atmosphere, especially at sunset, when the golden light illuminates the landscape. Visitors come to pay their respects and enjoy one of the most scenic views in Bokor National Park, where tranquility reigns. Whether for prayer or photography, Lok Ye Mao provides a moment of stillness above the world. Built as a French hill station in the 1920s, Bokor was once the chic escape of colonial elites. The Grand Bokor Palace Hotel, a Catholic church, and royal villas stood sentinel above the clouds, only to be abandoned during wars and reclaimed by moss and lichen. Walking through these ghostly halls, windows open to the wind, you feel history breathing through broken tiles and bullet-scarred walls. Yet Bokor is far more than atmospheric ruins. Covering more than 500 kilometers of the Damre Mountains, it shelters dipterocarp and evergreen forests, alive with pileated gibbons, hornbills, and the rare Barretiodendron Sienmu tree. More than 300 bird species ride the thermals here, while waterfalls like Popokville thunder through fern-laden ravines. Change is on the horizon. New roads, a planned cable car system, and an ambitious 108-meter-high Buddha statue are reshaping the plateau, backed by over $800 million in investment. Developers promise eco-friendly tourism and waste treatment solutions, but conservationists watch closely, wary of losing what makes Bokor unique. For now, dawn still rolls in on silent seas of cloud, and dusk still paints the ruined casino gold. Climb the Serpentine Mountain Road, breathe the cool, pine-scented air, and you'll find Bokor is a place where Cambodia's wild heart and storied past meet on the edge of the sky. An unforgettable harmony of nature, mystery, and memory. Number 12. Kampot. Nestled between the Elephant Mountains and the gentle flow of the Preah Tuek Chu River, Kampot is Cambodia's riverside gem, a town where time slows, pepper fields stretch to the horizon, and the breeze carries the scent of sea salt and history. Once a bustling French colonial outpost, and later a quiet shadow during Cambodia's turbulent decades, Kampot has emerged as a haven of calm and character. Its faded colonial facades, narrow boulevards, and relaxed cafes speak to a different rhythm, one that invites you to linger, wander, and breathe. At the heart of Kampot is the river, wide and unhurried, reflecting sunsets in shades of fire and gold. Life unfolds along its banks, fishermen casting nets, children splashing in the shallows, kayakers drifting toward the mangrove-lined green cathedral. As the sky dims, riverboats drift out for sunset cruises, while fireflies flicker like stars in the jungle. Kampot is also the proud homeland of one of the world's finest peppers, a product of volcanic soil, sea breeze, and centuries of tradition. Plantation tours wind through lush farmland, where vines climb tall wooden poles and farmers share the secrets of black, red, and white pepper that have earned global acclaim. Venture beyond the town and the landscape transforms. Bokor Mountain rises dramatically to the west, cloaked in cloud forest and legends. Its summit reveals surreal colonial ruins, a ghostly casino, a French church, and one of Cambodia's most sacred sites, the towering Lok Yai Mao statue. From here, the views stretch endlessly over jungle, ocean, and sky. To the east, salt fields shimmer in morning light, their flooded grids forming a painter's canvas of pink and silver. Yet Kampot is no museum. It hums softly with life, in the sizzle of market stalls, in the music drifting from riverfront bars, in the voices of locals and travelers sharing tales over coffee or cocktails. It's a place that resists hurry, that invites presence. More than just a stop on the way to the sea, Kampot is a state of mind, a blend of nostalgia and renewal, spice and stillness. It doesn't shout, it soothes. And for those who listen, it lingers long after the journey ends. Number 13. Pepper Plantations of Kampot. In the fertile valleys between Kampot's river and mountains lies one of Cambodia's most prized treasures, Kampot pepper. Grown in red volcanic soil and kissed by sea breezes, these tiny black pearls of spice have earned global recognition for their exceptional aroma, heat, and complexity. Kampot pepper isn't just a crop, it's a legacy. Cultivated for centuries and once favored by French chefs before war silenced its fields, the region's pepper has made a triumphant return. Today, it holds a coveted Protected Geographical Indication, PGI status, like Champagne or Roquefort, symbolizing quality and origin. Visitors to Kampot can walk through the rows of pepper vines, their green tendrils climbing bamboo poles in neat, fragrant rows. Farms like La Plantation, Sothy's Pepper Farm, and Bow Tree offer guided tours that explain every step. From planting and hand harvesting to drying and sorting, you'll smell the difference between fresh green, bold black, floral red, and rare white pepper, and taste how each type dances on the palate. But it's more than a culinary experience. The plantations themselves are peaceful retreats, often tucked into quiet hillsides or open fields, surrounded by butterflies, banana trees, and birdsong. Farmers share stories of tradition, resilience, and sustainable growing techniques passed down through generations. Many farms also include on-site restaurants and tasting rooms where you can enjoy Khmer dishes infused with Kampot pepper's rich flavor, from creamy pepper crab to zesty stir-fries or even pepper ice cream. A visit to a Kampot pepper plantation is a journey through Cambodia's agricultural soul. It's a chance to connect with the land, the people who work it, and the spice that helped put this sleepy riverside town on the global map. In Kampot, pepper is not just seasoning. It's pride, heritage, and a story still unfolding in every bite. Number 14. Salt Fields of Kampot. Just beyond the town's edge, where the land flattens and the sea breeze rolls inland, the salt fields of Kampot stretch out like a giant mirror, a glistening patchwork of shallow pools reflecting the sky in every shade of dawn and dusk. Here, salt is not harvested by machines, but by hand, a slow, rhythmic tradition carried out much the same way for generations. From November to May, during Cambodia's dry season, seawater is carefully channeled into clay-lined basins. As the sun works its magic, the water evaporates, leaving behind crystals of pure, white salt. In the early morning hours, workers with wide baskets and long wooden rakes move gracefully through the fields, collecting the gleaming salt in quiet concentration. Their reflections ripple across the water as they form neat pyramids along the edges, ephemeral sculptures made of labor and light. Visitors are welcome to wander the dikes between the pools, observe the harvest, and learn about the delicate balance of sun, tide, and timing that turns seawater into one of Cambodia's most essential resources. Small roadside huts sell freshly bagged salt, sometimes mixed with Kampot pepper, a perfect local souvenir that captures the essence of the region. The salt fields are more than just a livelihood. They're a visual symphony. In the right light, especially around sunrise or sunset, the landscape becomes almost surreal. Endless horizons of shimmering reflection, soft pinks, fiery oranges, and the silhouette of Bokor Mountain rising quietly in the distance. In a town known for its spice, the salt fields of Kampot offer a quieter story, one of patience, resilience, and natural harmony. It's a place where the earth meets the ocean, and something as simple as salt becomes something sacred. Number 15. Temple of Preah Vihear. Perched dramatically atop a cliff in the Dangrek Mountains on Cambodia's northern border, the Temple of Preah Vihear is both a stunning architectural marvel and a symbol of national pride. Built during the height of the Khmer Empire, mostly in the 11th and 12th centuries, Preah Vihear is dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva. What makes this temple truly unique is its cliff-top setting, nearly 500 meters above the Cambodian plains, offering sweeping, almost surreal views that stretch far across the horizon. Unlike the flat layout of Angkor temples, Preah Vihear is constructed along a north-south axis, with a series of sanctuaries connected by long causeways and staircases that ascend the mountain ridge. As you walk through its ancient halls and sandstone galleries, each level brings you closer to the sky, both physically and spiritually, a journey that mirrors the Hindu cosmological concept of ascending toward Mount Meru, the center of the universe. This sacred site has also been the focus of historical and political significance, particularly regarding border disputes with neighboring Thailand. Despite its turbulent past, it was inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2008, recognizing its cultural and historical value. Remote and majestic, the Temple of Preah Vihear offers visitors not just a glimpse into the grandeur of Khmer civilization, but a powerful sense of place, where stone meets sky, and history meets the present. Number 16. Mondulkiri Project. Deep in the rolling hills of eastern Cambodia, the Mondulkiri Project offers a heartwarming escape into nature and a chance to connect with one of the world's most gentle giants, the Asian elephant. Located near the town of Sen Monorom in Mondulkiri province, this unique sanctuary is dedicated to elephant conservation and responsible ecotourism. Visitors can trek through lush jungle trails, swim in cascading waterfalls, and walk beside rescued elephants in their natural habitat. No riding, just real connection. The project also supports the local Bunong indigenous community and protects thousands of hectares of forest from deforestation. A visit to the Mondulkiri Project isn't just an adventure, it's a meaningful journey into Cambodia's wild, compassionate heart. Number 17. Wat Bannan Temple. Tucked away in the peaceful countryside near Battambang, Wat Bannan Temple rises from a quiet hilltop, a lesser-known treasure that echoes the grandeur of Angkor in a more intimate, serene setting. Believed to have been built in the 11th century during the reign of King Udayaditya Varman II, Wat Bannan consists of 5 towers arranged in a quincunx pattern, much like the layout of Angkor Wat. The climb to the top, over 350 stone steps shaded by frangipani trees, is a journey in itself. Rewarding visitors with panoramic views of rice fields, distant villages, and the Sangkar River winding below. While time has worn its sandstone towers and lichen covers its carvings, Wat Bannan still retains a mystical, spiritual aura. Locals often come to pray or offer incense at small shrines within the towers, and monks can sometimes be seen meditating in the quiet of the temple grounds. Despite its modest scale and weathered stones, Wat Bannan offers a truly authentic experience. Where history, nature, and local life converge. It's a place to reflect, to breathe in the scent of the countryside, and to appreciate the timeless beauty of Cambodia's heritage without the crowds. Number 18. Battambang. Cradled by rice paddies and time-worn temples, Battambang is Cambodia's charming riverside city, where art, history, and countryside calm come together in perfect balance. Known for its well-preserved colonial architecture and laid-back vibe, Battambang feels worlds away from the bustle of Phnom Penh or Siem Reap. Here, visitors can explore the hauntingly beautiful Phnom Sampeau, a hilltop temple with caves that whisper stories from the Khmer Rouge era. Or ride the quirky bamboo train through emerald green landscapes. But it's not just about history and scenery. Battambang is also Cambodia's creative capital, home to a thriving art scene, circus performers from Phra Ponlo Selpak, and cafes brimming with character. Whether you're cycling through peaceful villages or discovering street art in quiet alleyways, Battambang invites you to slow down and soak in the soul of rural Cambodia. Number 19. Bou Sra Waterfall. Deep in the emerald hills of Mondulkiri province, Bou Sra Waterfall roars through the forest, a wild and breathtaking cascade that has long captivated the hearts of locals and travelers alike. Revered for its beauty and cultural significance, Bou Sra is more than just a waterfall. It is a living symbol of nature's raw power and the spirit of Cambodia's eastern highlands. Nestled in the lands of the indigenous Bunong people, this majestic, multi-tiered waterfall tumbles through dense jungle terrain, splitting into two distinct and dramatic drops. The upper tier crashes over a wide ledge into a deep natural pool, while the second plunge disappears into the forest below, hidden from all but the most determined adventurers. Surrounding Bou Sra is a vast landscape of misty mountains, coffee plantations, and vibrant forest, home to rare wildlife and traditional Bunong villages that have coexisted with nature for generations. Local families gather here for picnics, rituals, and celebrations, their laughter mingling with the thunder of falling water. In their legends, the waterfall is a sacred place where spirits dwell and blessings flow freely with the currents. Unlike Cambodia's lowland rivers or temple-dotted plains, Bou Sra evokes the highlands' untamed soul. The sound of rushing water echoes through the trees, while clouds drift lazily across the ridgelines. It is a place that inspires awe and offers a refreshing dip beneath the falls for those willing to brave its cool, clear pools. In recent years, efforts have been made to develop the area sustainably, balancing ecotourism with preservation. Wooden walkways and viewing platforms offer safer access, while nearby community-run stalls provide handmade crafts and local snacks, keeping the spirit of the Bunong people at the heart of the experience. For those who venture to Mondulkiri, Bou Sra Waterfall stands as a natural wonder, powerful yet serene, remote yet welcoming. It is a place where water meets forest, where tradition meets wilderness, and where Cambodia's eastern frontier speaks through Srei and stone. Number 20. Crab Market, Kep. Where the forested hills of southern Cambodia meet the sea, Kep's crab market clings to the shoreline. Part fishing village, part culinary haven, and entirely alive with the rhythms of the ocean. It is a place where salt air mingles with the scent of sizzling seafood, and the tides deliver not just crabs, but the pulse of a coastal culture. This vibrant stretch of wooden shacks and open-air eateries sits on stilts above the Gulf of Thailand, a legacy of Kep's colonial past and enduring connection to the sea. Every morning, fishermen haul in baskets of glistening blue swimmer crabs, still snapping as they're carried from boat to stall. The market awakens with energy as vendors shout prices, locals haggle with practiced ease, and chefs prepare to transform the morning's catch into fragrant, pepper-laced feasts. The crab market is most famed for its prize dish, Kep crab with Kampot pepper, a sweet, briny delicacy seared in green peppercorns and garlic butter. Served just steps from where the crabs were caught, it's a flavor that speaks of land and sea, history and home. Behind every dish is a story of generations of families working these waters, of Khmer recipes passed down and reimagined. Beyond the clatter of woks and the steam rising from cook fires, the market opens to sweeping ocean views. Children play on the docks, old men mend nets under palm frond shade, and the slow rhythm of coastal life unfolds. Here, the sea is both provider and companion, a source of sustenance, tradition, and resilience. Though small, the crab market is central to Kep's identity. It stands as a living marketplace, not only of seafood, but of memory, where colonial villas once loomed over the coast and where Cambodia's culinary future is being cooked over charcoal flames. As the sun begins to set, painting the waters gold, the market settles into a quieter rhythm. Visitors gather at seaside tables with cold drinks and freshly grilled crab, watching as fishing boats return to the horizon. It is a daily ritual that feels timeless. For Cambodians and travelers alike, the crab market in Kep is more than a place to eat. It is a destination of flavor, community, and coastal soul. Here, the sea does not merely touch the land, it shapes it, flavors it, and defines it. Number 21. Phnom Sampeau. Rising from the rice fields of Cambodia's western plains, Phnom Sampeau stands as a quiet sentinel near Battambang. A limestone hill of haunting beauty and profound spiritual significance. It is a place where memory, faith, and nature intertwine atop cliffs steeped in both history and hope. Unlike the lush jungles of Kulen, Phnom Sampeau is surrounded by golden fields and rural villages, its rocky form visible for miles. The name means Ship Mountain, a nod to its silhouette that resembles a vessel sailing across the horizon. But it is within this mountain's chambers and shrines that some of Cambodia's deepest stories are told. Phnom Sampeau holds within it the echoes of a painful past. During the Khmer Rouge era, its caves were transformed into places of execution, now known as the Killing Caves. Today, a golden reclining Buddha rests in solemn contrast to glass boxes of bones and skulls, a memorial to lives lost and a silent prayer for peace. It is a space where sorrow lingers, yet remembrance gives it meaning. Above the caves, temples and stupas crown the summit. Wat Sampeau, a modest yet resilient pagoda, offers sweeping views of the countryside and a sanctuary of reflection. Monks walk its paths, their saffron robes catching the wind, and pilgrims climb its stairs with offerings and incense. Amid the quiet, ancient statues stand guard beside weathered altars, symbols of Cambodia's enduring spirit. As dusk descends, Phnom Sampeau reveals one of its most astonishing spectacles. From a crack in the cliffside, millions of bats stream into the sky in a continuous wave, forming dark ribbons that swirl across the fading light. The event lasts nearly half an hour. Nature's exhale, rhythmic and mesmerizing, reminding visitors that life here moves forward in motion and mystery. Phnom Sampeau is also home to mischievous macaques, shaded footpaths, and cliffside carvings left unfinished, a place where the sacred and the everyday meet. Climbing its steps is both a physical and emotional ascent, offering visitors a journey through Cambodia's resilience, grief, and renewal. For many Cambodians, Phnom Sampeau is more than a hill. It is a place of reckoning and reverence. It is where the land speaks softly of the past, where hope rises with each sunrise over the valley, and where the souls of the departed find rest amid the winds that circle the mountain's sacred crown. Number 22. Bamboo Trail, Battambang. Rolling through the quiet countryside of Battambang province, the Bamboo Trail is more than a quirky attraction. It is a window into Cambodia's rural soul and a symbol of ingenuity, resilience, and the enduring rhythm of life off the beaten track. Locally known as the Nori, this makeshift railway, crafted from bamboo slats, recycled parts, and a small engine, once served as a vital mode of transport for farmers and villagers when Cambodia's rail system lay in disrepair. Today, it has become an iconic experience, blending charm, thrill, and authenticity as it glides over rickety tracks through endless rice fields and swaying sugar palms. The ride begins with a sudden jolt, then settles into a smooth hum as the bamboo platform accelerates over worn rails. Surrounded by open sky and emerald fields, travelers feel the wind whip past and the wheels clatter beneath, a raw and exhilarating connection to the land. Water buffalo graze nearby, farmers wave from the fields, and the landscape unfolds with cinematic beauty. But the Bamboo Trail is more than scenery. It is a story of adaptation and community, a creative response to isolation during decades of conflict and infrastructure collapse. For generations, it carried produce to markets, children to school, and families to neighboring villages. Even now, the simple act of riding it links visitors to the daily lives of those who kept Cambodia's countryside moving. Though modern roads and revived railways have reduced its original function, the Nori continues as a living memory, one that invites travelers not just to ride, but to listen. At the midpoint of the journey, the train stops at a small village where artisans sell handmade goods, children play beneath stilt houses, and the air smells of sugarcane and palm fruit. Efforts have been made to preserve this unique experience, balancing tourism with local benefit. Drivers share stories between laughs and engine sputters, while passengers help lift and disassemble the lightweight train when it meets another coming the opposite way. Another moment of surprise and collaboration in this unforgettable journey. For visitors to Battambang, the Bamboo Trail offers more than a novelty. It is a rare blend of adventure and reflection, where Cambodia's past glides side by side with its present, and where the ride becomes a metaphor for resilience, resourcefulness, and the simple joy of motion through time and space. In the heart of Battambang's gentle landscapes, the Bamboo Trail rolls on, a tribute to quiet innovation, shared histories, and the enduring spirit of the Cambodian countryside. Number 23. Siem Reap. Siem Reap, nestled in Cambodia's northwestern plains, is more than just the gateway to Angkor. It is a vibrant crossroads of past and present, where ancient wonders meet modern charm and tradition hums beneath the rhythms of daily life. Long regarded as the cultural heart of Cambodia, Siem Reap rose to prominence as the doorstep to the majestic Angkor Archaeological Park, home to more than 1,000 temples, including the iconic Angkor Wat, the mysterious Bayon, and the jungle-entwined ruins of Ta Prohm. These colossal stone legacies, carved between the 9th and 15th centuries, are not only relics of the mighty Khmer Empire, but also enduring symbols of Cambodia's spiritual and architectural genius. Yet beyond the temples, Siem Reap pulses with its own distinct energy. The city's tree-lined boulevards, colonial-era shophouses, and riverside markets create a canvas of colors, scents, and sounds. From the hum of motorbikes and clinking of spoons in noodle stalls to the mesmerizing rhythms of traditional Apsara dance, life in Siem Reap flows with a graceful, ever-adaptable ease. Its creative spirit thrives in the heart of the Old Market area, where art galleries, cafes, and workshops showcase a new wave of Cambodian expression. Visitors can explore vibrant night markets, sample inventive cuisine blending Khmer and international flavors, or take to the quiet countryside on a bicycle, passing lotus ponds, rice paddies, and stilted wooden homes. The people of Siem Reap, resilient, warm, and proud of their heritage, are the soul of the city. From skilled artisans reviving ancient crafts in villages like Artisans Angkor to monks offering blessings in tranquil pagodas, their stories breathe life into every alleyway and field. Surrounding the city, nature offers its own treasures. From the floating villages of Tonle Sap Lake to the sacred springs of Phnom Kulen and the bird sanctuaries of Preah. Siem Reap's landscapes are as rich in biodiversity as they are in history. Once a quiet riverside town, Siem Reap has transformed into one of Southeast Asia's most beloved destinations without losing its roots. It balances the sacred with the spirited, the serene with the spectacular. For Cambodians and travelers alike, Siem Reap is more than just a stop on the map. It is a living, breathing testament to heritage, hope, and the enduring beauty of a culture carved in stone, stitched in silk, and carried in the hearts of its people. Number 24. Sihanoukville. Sihanoukville, stretching along Cambodia's southern coast, is more than just a beach town. It is a dynamic port city where turquoise seas, golden sands, and rapid urban transformation collide in a landscape of contrast and possibility. Once a sleepy fishing village, Sihanoukville, named after the beloved King Norodom Sihanouk, rose to prominence in the 1960s as Cambodia's only deep-water port. Over time, its coastline became a magnet for travelers seeking sun-drenched escapes, while its strategic location drew investors and developers eager to shape a modern future by the sea. Today, Sihanoukville is a city of two stories. On one side, its once laid-back charm can still be found in the rhythms of coastal life. Early morning fishermen casting nets, market vendors offering fresh seafood, and locals gathering at beachside pagodas to offer prayers beneath swaying palms. On the other, soaring skyscrapers, casino resorts, and high-rise condominiums signal a fast-growing urban frontier with global ambitions. Despite this rapid change, nature still holds its place. The beaches, Ochutil, Otres, Independence, and Sokha remain a draw for their sun-soaked serenity and coastal beauty. Offshore, the islands of Koh Rong and Koh Rong Samloem float like emerald jewels in the Gulf of Thailand, offering pristine waters, coral reefs, and a slower pace of life that contrasts with the city's development. Beyond its shores, Sihanoukville is surrounded by nature reserves and mangrove forests that shelter an array of wildlife. Ream National Park, just a short drive from the city, is a haven for biodiversity, where dolphins glide through estuaries and hornbills call from ancient trees. For many Cambodians, Sihanoukville represents both opportunity and challenge, a symbol of national progress and modernization, but also a reminder of the need for sustainable growth and cultural preservation. As it grows, the city wrestles with questions of identity, seeking to balance its role as a commercial hub with the natural and communal rhythms that once defined it. In Sihanoukville, the sea is more than a backdrop. It is a force that has shaped livelihoods, legends, and now the contours of Cambodia's future. It is a place where waves lap at the past and horizon beckons with the promise of what's next. Number 25, Ream National Park. Ream National Park, nestled along Cambodia's southern coast near Sihanoukville, is a coastal sanctuary where mangroves, mountains, and marine life converge in a vibrant tapestry of biodiversity and natural wonder. Established in 1993 as one of Cambodia's first national parks, Ream spans over 21,000 hectares of protected land and sea. Here, the landscape is as diverse as it is serene, ranging from lowland evergreen forests and freshwater marshes to coral reefs and offshore islands bathed in sunlight. At the heart of Ream lies its intricate mangrove ecosystem, a vital nursery for fish, crabs, and shrimp that also acts as a buffer against coastal erosion. Winding waterways cut through the mangroves like green veins, inviting travelers to explore by boat while spotting kingfishers, sea eagles, and perhaps even the elusive fishing cat. Offshore, the islands of Koh Thamay and Koh Srei are havens for both wildlife and solitude. These undeveloped gems offer white sand beaches and coral-fringed shores where dolphins are often seen surfacing and sea turtles occasionally nest under the cover of night. On land, Ream's forests shelter a surprising array of wildlife. Silver langurs leap through the treetops, monitor lizards bask in dappled sunlight, and over 150 species of birds fill the air with calls. Trekking trails wind through this terrain, offering glimpses of the park's rich natural heritage for those willing to venture deeper. Beyond its ecological treasures, Ream National Park is deeply tied to local communities. Villagers along the riverbanks rely on sustainable fishing and ecotourism to support their way of life, blending tradition with conservation. Guided tours led by locals offer insight into both the park's natural wonders and its human stories. For Cambodians and visitors alike, Ream is a rare place where wilderness still thrives by the sea. It is not only a refuge for endangered species and fragile habitats, but also a living testament to Cambodia's commitment to preserving its environmental heritage. In Ream National Park, the call of nature is gentle but persistent, whispered through rustling mangroves, echoed in birdsong, and carried on the salty breeze that sweeps in from the Gulf of Thailand. Number 26. Wat Ek Phnom. Wat Ek Phnom, nestled just north of Battambang city, is a quiet yet powerful reminder of Cambodia's ancient past, a place where the crumbling majesty of the Angkorian era meets the living pulse of Buddhist devotion. Built in the 11th century during the reign of King Suryavarman I, the temple was once a grand monument of sandstone and laterite, dedicated to Hindu deities. Today, its ruined towers and fallen lintels stand as timeless testaments to Khmer craftsmanship, their intricate carvings still visible in the soft light of morning. Giant lotus motifs, celestial dances, and mythic scenes from Hindu epics adorn the weathered stones, whispering tales of a glorious age. Surrounding the ancient site is a striking juxtaposition. A massive modern pagoda, its bright golden spires rising beside the temple's faded remains. Here, saffron-robed monks walk beneath frangipani trees and prayer flags flutter in the breeze, a vivid continuation of spiritual life where history lingers in every corner. The temple sits beside a tranquil pond, often lined with lotus blossoms, and the surrounding countryside hums with the gentle rhythm of village life. Bicycles rattle down dusty paths, children play in the fields, and ox carts still roll past, adding to the sense that time flows differently here. Wat Ek Phnom is more than just a ruin. It is a living site of pilgrimage and reflection, where the ancient stones, though cracked and scattered, still radiate purpose and peace. During religious festivals, the grounds come alive with candlelight processions and the soft murmur of prayers, connecting the present to a sacred past. For visitors, Wat Ek Phnom offers a rare blend of archaeological intrigue and cultural continuity. It invites quiet contemplation amid ancient splendor and offers a glimpse into the enduring heart of Khmer spirituality. Here, in the outskirts of Battambang, stone and spirit coexist, carved in history, upheld in faith, and waiting to be rediscovered. Number 27. Bakong Temple. Rising gracefully from the flat plains of Cambodia's Roluos region, just outside Siem Reap, Bakong Temple stands as a monumental gateway to the grandeur of Angkor. As the first mountain temple of the Khmer Empire, Bakong is not only a marvel of ancient architecture, it is the symbolic birthplace of Angkorian power and vision. Constructed in the late 9th century under King Indravarman I, Bakong was the state temple of Hariharalaya, the empire's first capital. Its design introduced the quintessential elements that would define Khmer temple mountains for centuries. A stepped pyramid representing Mount Meru, the cosmic mountain of Hindu mythology, crowned with a central sanctuary and ringed by 8 towers. Crafted primarily from sandstone and laterite, Bakong's geometry is both precise and poetic. The temple rises in tiered harmony, each level drawing the eye upward to the main tower, which once enshrined a sacred lingam, a divine emblem of Shiva. Its finely carved doorways and guardian statues of elephants and lions still watch solemnly over the site, standing guard as they did more than a millennium ago. Surrounding the central pyramid are quiet moats and satellite shrines, some crumbling, others restored, shaded by tall sugar palms and whispering trees. Despite its age, Bakong exudes an atmosphere of serenity and balance, its ruins gracefully aging amid the tranquil Cambodian countryside. Today, Bakong is more than just a historical site. It remains spiritually active, with a nearby monastery and stupa still serving the local Buddhist community. Monks can often be seen walking along the causeways or tending the grounds, reinforcing the temple's enduring role in the spiritual life of the region. For history lovers, Bakong is a revelation, a place where the architectural DNA of Angkor Wat was first encoded. For others, it is a sanctuary of calm, where ancient stones echo the founding heartbeat of the Khmer Empire. Bakong stands not only as a relic of the past, but as a quiet beginning, a first breath of the grandeur that would soon sweep across the jungles of Angkor. Number 28. Koh Ker. Deep in the remote jungles of northern Cambodia lies Koh Ker, a mysterious and majestic relic of a forgotten age. Once the short-lived capital of the Khmer Empire during the 10th century, this archaeological site is a treasure trove of colossal temples, stone sanctuaries, and half-buried secrets, all cloaked in wilderness and wonder. Koh Ker was established as the royal capital under King Jayavarman IV, who broke from the traditional power center at Angkor and moved his court northward into what was then uncharted forest. In just 2 decades, his reign transformed Koh Ker into a bold expression of power and ambition, one that still echoes through the ruins today. The centerpiece of this ancient city is Prasat Thom, a breathtaking 7-tiered pyramid that rises 36 meters above the jungle floor. Unlike anything else in Khmer architecture, its step-like structure resembles Mayan pyramids more than Angkorian temples, adding an air of enigma to its origin. At the summit once stood a massive lingam, symbolizing divine rule under Shiva. Scattered around this monumental centerpiece are more than 180 sanctuaries, many still hidden by thick forest, each whispering tales of gods, warriors, and kings. Intricate carvings of Garuda, Naga, and Apsaras adorn the sandstone, while massive doorways lead into the shadows of collapsed chambers and silent courtyards. Nature has reclaimed much of Koh Ker. Giant trees coil around temple walls, roots split ancient terraces, and vines drape statues that once stood in royal splendor. This fusion of ruin and rainforest gives the site an aura of lost majesty and sacred solitude. Though long overshadowed by Angkor, Koh Ker's remote beauty and raw grandeur are now drawing explorers and history lovers who seek Cambodia's lesser-known wonders. In recent years, efforts to clear landmines and improve access have opened the site to more visitors, while still preserving its haunting isolation. Koh Ker is not just a detour from Angkor, it is a world of its own, a kingdom carved from stone and swallowed by jungle. It invites you to step back in time and lose yourself in the shadows of an empire's forgotten frontier. Number 29. Kampong Phluk Floating Village. Nestled along the edge of Cambodia's vast Tonle Sap Lake, Kampong Phluk is more than just a village. It's a remarkable living community that adapts and thrives with the rhythms of nature. Here, life rises and falls with the waters, where homes soar above the lake on towering stilts and boats replace roads during the rainy season. Kampong Phluk is one of the largest floating villages near Siem Reap, yet it remains deeply rooted in authenticity. Unlike more commercialized counterparts, this stilted village offers a genuine window into the daily lives of Cambodia's lake dwellers, fishermen, weavers, teachers, and children, all of whom call this aquatic world home. During the monsoon months, the lake swells and floods the floodplain forest, transforming Kampong Phluk into a surreal water world. Wooden houses, some standing 5 to 6 meters above ground, appear to float, and long-tail boats glide through submerged forests, past schools, pagodas, and local markets. But when the dry season arrives, the water recedes, revealing dusty roads and the long, spindly stilts beneath each house. The transformation is dramatic, almost cinematic, and highlights the resilience and ingenuity of a community built in harmony with a changing landscape. Surrounding the village is a flooded mangrove forest that teems with biodiversity. Guided canoe rides allow visitors to drift beneath tangled green canopies, where birds sing and water buffalo graze on high ground. It's a peaceful, otherworldly experience, a sharp contrast to the grand temples of Angkor nearby. Kampong Phluk isn't just about sightseeing. It's about understanding. It's about witnessing the delicate relationship between people and water, the economy shaped by fishing and tourism, and the traditions that have endured despite modern challenges. For travelers looking to see a different side of Cambodia, one that is intimate, quiet, and deeply human, Kampong Phluk offers a journey not just across water, but into the heart of a living, breathing culture. Number 30. The Royal Palace. The Royal Palace, gleaming at the heart of Phnom Penh, is more than just a seat of monarchy. It is a radiant symbol of Cambodia's cultural heritage, national pride, and enduring spiritual legacy. Framed by manicured gardens and the confluence of the Bakong and Tonle Sap rivers, this resplendent complex has served as the residence of the Cambodian kings since the 1860s. Its golden spires, elegant Khmer roofs, and serene courtyards reflect both regal authority and timeless artistry. The centerpiece of the complex is the Throne Hall, a grand ceremonial pavilion crowned by a soaring tower, where coronations, royal audiences, and state functions unfold beneath shimmering chandeliers and intricate frescoes. Every detail speaks to the deep-rooted traditions of the Khmer monarchy and its connection to the people. Nearby lies the Silver Pagoda, also known as Wat Preah Keo Morakot, the Temple of the Emerald Buddha. Within its hallowed halls, a jade Buddha and a life-sized golden Maitreya Buddha encrusted with over 9,000 diamonds sit on a pedestal of reverence. The floor, inlaid with over 5,000 gleaming silver tiles, gives the temple its name and a quiet sense of sacred wonder. Beyond its beauty, the Royal Palace is a living testament to resilience. It has withstood periods of turmoil and transformation, including the dark days of the Khmer Rouge, when its gates fell silent. Yet today, it stands once again as a beacon of unity, welcoming visitors and pilgrims alike. The palace grounds blend lush tropical landscaping with the delicate intricacies of Khmer design. Gilded stupas, ornamental bridges, and fragrant frangipani trees, all whispering the legacy of a culture shaped by both grandeur and humility. To walk through the royal palace is to step into a living narrative, one where ancient ritual meets modern identity, and where Cambodia's royal spirit continues to shine in gold and stone. For Cambodians, the royal palace is not only a symbol of kingship, but also a mirror of the nation's soul, resilient, graceful, and ever luminous. Cambodia, a kingdom beyond time. From the towering spires of Angkor Wat to the tranquil beauty of Mekong sunsets, Cambodia is a land that lingers in the heart long after your journey ends. It is a country of contrasts, where ancient ruins rise from the jungle floor, where monks in saffron robes pass by glittering glass towers, and where resilience echoes through the stories of its people. Here, history is etched in stone. But life is expressed through warm smiles, fragrant street food, and the gentle rustle of palm leaves in the wind. Cambodia not only invites you to witness its beauty, but also welcomes you to truly experience it. Whether it's your first visit or your 50th, Cambodia always has more to reveal. The temples may awe you. The landscapes may inspire you, but it is the spirit of Cambodia that remains with you. Timeless, gentle, and unforgettable.